Hey, this is Rantin Robin in the kitchen with Rantin Robin's recipes, and you're looking at the Bearded Baker along with the Artist Artisan. Today's dish will be chicken and artichoke pasta with sauteed zucchini. So we're going to get started on our baking, and we're going to cook artichoke chicken pasta using the pastaroni butter and herb Italiano. So we start by cooking some chicken. We've cut up the chicken into bite-sized pieces, and we are cooking it from a raw state with the fire at about a medium level. And we are also slicing up zucchini into quarters, cutting it into circles and then cutting that into quarters. And we're using about a half of a zucchini to get us started. So we'll come back as we're doing different parts of the ingredients. And of course, like I say, you can't go wrong with vegetables and fresh ingredients. So we're going to see if people like these cooking videos. So let us know in the comments if this is something you'd like to see more of. Alright, so our chicken is fully cooked. By the way, for those interested, we use Tefal cookware for all of our stuff. We recently bought a new set, red, at Target. So we like the non-stick pans. So here the chicken's finished, and we're moved the pan to the back burner, and now we're working on the front burner where we're going to be putting the pasta mix in. I'll let Foxcat tell you a little bit more about the pasta mix.
So the pasta mix is basic pasta mix. We're just going to be using the directions as is on the box. So we're going to combine the milk, water, butter, and pasta and seasoning. So it's a one-pot rice-a-roni mix, which is really great.
And now we're going to take the milk and we're going to put it into the big pan. Now I will admit, it is hard to coordinate your movements while you're on camera. But start with that. Now we're going to just mix it as the box says, so the pasta mix, the milk, the butter, and all that. So I'll come back to you as we're finishing the pasta, because that part's really the simple part. There's nothing we're really doing different on the pasta. We're just going to be adding stuff as we finish, so we'll kind of show you that as we finish. Again, this is the pastaroni butter herb Italiano, which I'll show you again on the side of the box. Alright, so here's our ingredients. We're getting ready to mix them together. Now, as a note, I want to recommend we use Country Crock margarine with calcium. Actually, the containers make nice storage containers when you're done with them. But we approximate on it. We had a little bit left in the bottom, so we just kind of scraped it out to approximate in there. You can see that there's a spice pack, milk, butter, and we're going to be putting the pasta mix in just a little bit, the pasta noodles. So there you go. And the nice thing about these is they're a one-pot type thing. If you're actually just cooking the pasta, you can just put it all in one pan, let it cook, and then it's done. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so Foxcat is now going to saute our zucchini. The way we saute the zucchini is by putting some olive oil, which, if you're interested, the brand on ours, it's from Smart & Final, it's the Cuclini.
Actually, this is Aldi's.
Aldi's. We've bought Smart & Final, but it's not being used yet. And then we use the Signature Kitchen
This is the First Street garlic salt from
Smart & Final.
Smart & Final, but it's in the Signature garlic powder, which is Albertson's brand, because it has smaller holes.
Yes.
So you don't oversalt yourself.
So this is and if you're interested, this is how we make sauteed zucchini too. We cook it until it's translucent, and then you have nice sauteed zucchini. In this case, we're going to be combining it with the pasta, so it's a little different, but this is the same way to start it.
This is our side dish.
Oh,
For sauteing.
so this is our side dish. My mistake. This is our side dish.
If we were going to be putting it in with the pasta, we would have cooked it with the chicken, so it kind of marinates the flavors together.
Yes. Now, we have done a lot of searching around to try to find good artichokes. There's very few brands that are good for the marinated artichoke halves, or the hearts, the quartered. And this one is Albertson's brand. They seem to have a good one. We did not like Smart and Final's brand, their first street one that they had. And we did like Stater's, sort of, and then they changed it. This really is, in our opinion, probably the best one. So it's Signature Select Marinated Quartered Artichoke Hearts. And we're going to be cutting that into smaller pieces to put with the pasta. So this is one of those 105 days here in Inland Empire area of California. It is, our air conditioner has been on all day. We live in a decent apartment with a central air unit, and our air conditioner has been holding at about 79 for about the last 5 minutes. It was at 80. It's finally at 79, so that's better, but still pretty difficult, especially when our indoor temperature should be 75. So again, alright, just so you kind of know, it is pretty hot in here while we're cooking. This started boiling very fast. We had to rush in and remove the lid to get it going, but I also wanted to show you the quartered, cut up artichoke heart sitting there that we are working on getting it chopped up. We think that the Italian dressing like oil that it's in gives the pasta a nice flavor. So we do take that into account, but beware that it does flavor the pasta a little bit differently. Alright, so this is boiling. The box says 7 to 9 minutes, so we've started the timer on the microwave to let the noodles simmer. Occasionally give it a stir. That's just the instructions on the box. So I'm going to scan over and show you what we're doing with the zucchini for the side dish.
So we're kind of stirring it so all the pieces get coated in the garlic salt and olive oil, and we have it on about medium heat to saute the zucchini. So we're just going to let that sit until it starts sizzling.
Yep. And we figure this video is not only good for friends that would just like to see our recipes, but hey, mom, dad, family, if you're worried about cooking some of our dishes, these are some of our staple dishes. I hope to do different dishes if this goes well and show you some of the dishes that we cook. Alright. Notice the translucency on the zucchini. It's about what you want, a little bit more, but that's what you're looking for on all the pieces, is that translucency.
You want the translucency and a little bit of browning on it, it's okay. You don't want to, of course, burn it.
Yeah, so you want to be constantly moving it around the pan when it's going.
I'm kind of going the swish motion back and forth, just trying to keep it moving. Because if you stir it, it's going to go flying.
Yep, and then of course this is starting to thicken up, as you can see by the boiling, and we're giving the noodles the occasional stir. We are now down to 2.5 minutes left on the pasta before we start adding, it looks like, depending on the thickness of where it's at. Because we just set it for 7, it could go for up to 9 if it needs to. Alright, now comes the noodle testing. Noodle testing is actually, it's easy enough to do. You want to pull a noodle out, and you want to wait until you're pretty sure that you're mostly done, and you want to pull one noodle out.
Of course, blow your noodles first, otherwise you're going to burn your tongue. What you're wanting to do is, you don't want it to be hard, and you don't want it to be crunchy, obviously. So what you're looking for is what's called al dente, and it's just barely soft, but a little tough. So let's see. We're actually theirs, and we've got 18 seconds left, so we're gonna be good for our cook.
Alright, we have finished the pasta, and now we've added the chicken in, and we're going to add the quartered artichoke that's been cut up into more bite-sized, manageable pieces. And then we just go ahead and mix that together.
Mix it together and let it stand for 3 to 5 minutes so thicken up the sauce.
Now I'm going to turn off the camera so I can get better leverage here, but you can kind of see it, and I think the next shot will be the food finished. Here is the zucchini, and it's almost in its finished state, just resting.
A few of the larger pieces have a little bit of white still, but that's okay because it'll be all soft when you poke a fork through it.
Yes, and that's another way you can test it too if you can't see the translucency.
See?
Is just look how soft it is, how much it bends and all that. It's like a, yep, see that? All right, next shot is we'll just show you the plating. All right, this is the Bearded Baker coming back at you with the Artist Artisan behind the camera. Here is our final plating. So this is sauteed zucchini, done in the olive oil, and sauteed to a translucent, stick a fork in it, very soft state. And this is the pasta. You can see artichoke leaf and heart kind of throughout it. It's hard to see the heart. You can see meat, chicken, also throughout it. And the pasta mix, which is the butter herb Italiano pasta mix by Pastaroni, same people that make rice-a-roni, go figure. And here's our final plating. Vanilla with a light hint of... Sorry, wrong tasting. You're looking at this, aren't you? My bad. So, here's the zucchini. Now, the olive oil has a nice flavor. You can really taste the olive oil and the salt and the garlic salt. And the zucchini almost dissolves in your mouth before you even chew it. It's so soft. So that's really the way you want it. And the chicken and pasta, you really want to try to get a bite with a little bit of everything in it. It's not the greatest bite right here, but I do have some artichoke heart and chicken on it. So you got the herbs and the garlic and stuff coming out of the pasta for sure. You can taste that. The Italian dressing adds kind of a sharpness to it, with the artichoke, of course, adding the artichoke undertones, which are hard to explain, but if you like the flavor of artichoke, you definitely can taste it in here. This is a recipe that we got the idea from, actually from our visit to Walt Disney World. The hotel, Foxcat might be able to help me with which one. I think it was the All-Star...
All-Star Music,
I believe.
Cat might be able to help me with which one. I think it was the All-Star Music.
yeah.
They had a artichoke spinach artichoke pasta. Thing was amazing. This isn't quite the same because we don't really put spinach in it, and we don't really have the spinach flavor. We don't care for spinach, but it does give, when done right, the strong artichoke flavor of it. So again, I'll let Foxcat kind of scan over these. Alright, so if you like what you see here and would like us to do more of these kind of cooking videos, please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Your views and your likes and subscriptions show that you want this kind of content, so please tell your friends about this channel. Try to get this channel out there if you'd like to see more cooking, and we'll try to keep putting out recipes like this. Our idea is kind of for healthy alternatives, healthy cooking, using more natural ingredients. Stuff you can find at the store, but trying to incorporate more produce and things like that, so that you really have a healthy diet, because most people just like fast and junky. So we're doing fast and healthy. So that's a lot of what our recipes are. Alright, well, this is Rantin Robin, the Bearded Baker, and the Artist Artisan. saying catch you later.